against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir. I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Baka, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John K.O.K. and Princess Elisa Vante Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9. Freedom Communication Incorporated brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, a 2-hour informative forum where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
The same allegation of corruption, there are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is, to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
Despite of the many challenges in Liberia, poor education, joblessness, and underdevelopment, the question are, how will Liberians be reconciled with self-division, divisive, and destructive politics?
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Darius Dillon, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir, I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Baka, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus more, John K.O.K. and Princess Elisa Vante Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. the program Freedom for the most informative show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9. Brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, 2 hours informative forum where key issues are discussed to shape the destiny of positively.
The same allegation of corruption, there are multiple cases where current officials of this government are alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
Despite of the many challenges in Liberia, poor education, joblessness, and underdevelopment, the question are, how will Liberians be reconciled with self-division, divisive, and destructive politics?
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Darius Dillon, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir, I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Waka, and his men to try to have a country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John K.O.K. and Princess Elessa Vanche from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you told us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience. But why you for us? So why the rest press not stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No justice for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can hold. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people, I hate to say you got no love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you came to rescue?
Rescue Republic.
You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue.
AKA Cocaine.
It's a rescue. The people say not like you.
Well, folks from across Liberia, inside this big chair,
but we not seeing changes. Promises you.
Welcome to Freedom Hub.
We not seeing changes.
Our young, outspoken Chief Oliver Khan
Unity Party, they can't conclude.
is stay on another assignment for the good of this institution.
People suffering, you dancing, you wish haunting. Now when they tap on the
Freedom Hub Princess. What's up?
You rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue.
They are not here today.
I just wanna ask you one question.
Wish you guys well. But you are here in spirit, and so we're going to drive together
Then you say you give the rescue.
on the 16th day of July 2026. On this European weather in Liberia, if you're driving home, those of you sitting under the tree, if you're in the Transaco or Keke, if you're on the car or in the car with a space where you can stand at on, the one where you can stand at in.
You not give him the people what they want. Then you say
And those of you stay in your offices across Liberia, welcome to the biggest afternoon conversation. Well, folks, my name is Al Jerome Roosevelt. Plenty of things to discuss here today. As we have noticed from the legislature, the Senate wing, one of Waka's main sons, Josiah Jokai, is in big trouble. But how is the July 26th? Right after this song, we come back. Welcome to Freedom Hub.
I just want to ask you one question, that who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we're not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now when they die, but they Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now when they die, but they Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, Mr. Rescue.
Oh, Mr. Rescue, you know, when the people or the citizens start to ask some questions, you wonder, how did we get here? Folks, those of you on the social media, please be able to share the program to other pages. Even your own personal page, you can do that. This is Liberia, the 45,000 square miles country. The country with the 16 tribes and 15 sub-political division of a republic that holds 5.4 million human beings as far as statistic is concerned. But we stay breathing, we stay fighting, we stay, believing ourselves. And there's one thing I will always say to folks: never give up. You know, some people used to say, during the war, I didn't die, that now we die. And even the government forces we had before, they had a thought, and they said, we were not here, but we here. And when law forces came, they came with their own thoughts. They said, avoid being the thirtieth object. Avoid being the thirtieth object. It's telling you that every time you hear the bullet sound, you should calm down. Don't make yourself talk because you could be hit. So the point here is that all of those statements bow down to survival. No matter how things look, believe that you are going to survive. And if we were to, retrospect on years back, and somebody say how many years back, 3, 4, 5 years back, there were people who were always counting 26, or I would say, holidays. Now, don't forget, the Senate has taken a huge decision. And we're going to look at that in our second segment of our discussion right here on Freedom Hub, where the Senate is saying President Bwaka needs to take a decision on Josiah Jokai for attending a program that was held by Thomas Fowler. Jokai was dressed in his outfit of political, suit. And we're going to look at that. Whether the president of the Republic of Liberia will take that decision, because sometimes as a father, as a guardian, as a parent, as a political leader, or as a chairman, you need to take some sound decision under pressure. So we're going to know if President Bwaka will take a decision. For me, I don't know, because we have a president who has been violating the laws of the country, who has turned our country into jungle justice. Interestingly, all of the things the president has violated, these are laws that the president himself signed onto when he was vice president. Automatically, when you are a vice president of Liberia, you become the president of the Senate. In some instances, you break dialogue. So out of the 64, 65 agreements or concession agreements that were signed, including those packets of laws under the Unity Party government, if we were to go into the political archive or the governmental archive at the Governance Commission or whatsoever it is, we will find President Bwaka's signature on all of those agreements. Sadly, folks, sadly, the same president comes and violate the law. And thinks that nothing happened. Nothing happened. It is fine. It is good. So I'm wondering if Bwaka, as president of the Republic of Liberia, by removing, 10-year positions as far as the reality is concerned, by breaking the homes of poor Liberians, we're going to talk on that, and then all of these things honor a government that he heads. And yesterday, like I was saying, for me, it doesn't make sense for people walking to podium to speak to the poor, ordinary Liberians and be reading from paper that was written by another group of people. I believe in people speaking their minds to the people, because when you speak your mind, trust me, it can be as good as you want it or as you think. But if you give Mr. X the paper and say, write my speech, do the one for me, say the one for me, put the one in the speech, at the end of the day, folks, Mr. John, as president, when I live to what Mr. X wrote, he will have his own understanding of governance. At the end of the day, he becomes liar, because what was written by Mr. John or Mr. X, it is not being implemented by Mr. John, who is the president of the Republic of Liberia. So I don't believe in the inaugural speeches as far as I am concerned. That's my view. That's my view. People should come speak their minds to the people. Now, this is the 79th, I stand to be corrected, independence of the Republic of Liberia. Yesterday, people were taking mark. They were asking the tough questions. Some of them were saying, oh, the Christmas at the West Christmas on a Georgia. Oh, the Christmas, it is the West holiday. It is West July 26th. So it is also prudent. But before we start this, we will play the voice of the president of the Republic of Liberia, what he said to the poor, ordinary Liberians. I don't know whether people are embracing you as far as the July 26th is concerned. Some of you who are in Banga, Bon County, some of you who are in Barclayville, Grand Crew County, what are you in Von Swan in Grand Cape Mount County, you stretch into Buchanan City, Grand Bassa County. I don't care whether you come from Montserrat or hails from Montserrat or in Monrovia. How is the July 26th? This is year 3 of the Unity Party. Is everything okay? In your mind, do you think this July 26th is the best? As the government has said, they have already paid civil servants for their July 26th. Mind you, this is it. We in June, salary hasn't been paid by the government of Liberia. But before we move there, this is what Bwaka told ordinary Liberians. Now, if we have a government that do not provide jobs for the ordinary people, if you cannot provide opportunities, if you cannot educate, provide that avenue for the ordinary people, these are things you should be prepared to face. And you should not be getting angry because people went to your house to ask for school fees, to ask that, hey, they are hungry. Because, you know why they're doing that? Because the government has failed on its promises made during the campaign period. What you foresee, is it the best? Because as far as we're concerned, Bwaka said his government built more road than any other government in the Republic of Liberia since 1822. Meanwhile, we are still using the Zolo Duma Bridge to Clareton, Douala. The Gabriel Tucker Bridge from Broad Street to Douala. From Freeport, to Badnersville or Raleigh. So where are the roads? Even though a few weeks later or a few days later, the United Party government will come back and say, oh, we lied to you. Now, this July 26 comes with pain, enjoyment, or whatever the case. But let us open the discussion on what President Boubacar said to people sadly who went at his home to ask for favor as the independence celebration pushed on. What did he tell those ordinary Liberians? And I want you to listen to this. I want you to listen before we start the conversation. And I will tell you why some people found pleasure in giving and some people found pleasure in meanness. Whether it is a particular spirit, whether it is a behavior, whether it's because you do not have that courage to give. But let's see what the president said. What the president said to the ordinary people who went to people who follow the Unity Party could say, oh, this is the best July 26th. They could say, this is year 3. So let's listen to Boubacar. Let's listen to what the president said.
I see all of you clapping and laughing. The small town people have put me in more trouble every day. We're coming for school fee because they told the people if you have private pocket, we'll solve it. So I can't sleep.
Just hold it. Let me just start this. I'm trying to start this.
I see all of you clapping and laughing. The small town people have put me in more trouble every day. We're coming for school fee because they told the people if you have private pocket, we'll solve it. So I can't sleep.
Okay. The man is saying the president of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Boubacar, he doesn't sleep, he worries because when people go to him asking for school fees, asking for help, asking for this, asking for that, and that. And the question is, when did Boubacar realize that it is wrong to ask? When did the president of the Republic of Liberia realize that it is a sin to beg? It is the worst thing to do. And we will come to the discussion, folks. You're sorry. You're sorry. You're sorry. Let me straighten up these things. This is the president of the Republic of Liberia. This is the president of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Human Boubacar, who Liberians who believe in his capacity as a president. Now, like I said, if you can provide jobs, if you can provide opportunities, you will find these things happening and you should be willing to help. Because like I always say, when God blesses a man, it is not because of that man himself, but to stretch hands to other people. Few weeks to the July 26th, everyone here is scattered. You call this person, the person doesn't answer. Meanwhile, these are the same people yesterday who were taking who were marking letters for letters. Under this government, the Georgia government, this is the West holiday. This one is the West holiday. People went to the president and said, Mr. President, we do not have school fees. Some of them said we do not have food. Some of them said we won't sell. Some of them said we do not have this. Boubacar said he's embarrassed. He hides. He doesn't sleep because people go to him to beg. My people. Is this the rest? Look, when you are referred to as a rescue, you should be prepared for every dirty work. The dirty work is that you should be able to help the ordinary people that come to you. They want to bring tears to me. They want to bring tears to me. They see people yesterday who were shouting, Bwaka, Hosanna, oh Bwaka, oh Bwaka. Today the people do not have food to eat. No job for their children. Even though some of them graduated, they have their degrees. But the disappearance of jobs in the country cannot afford them to have food on the table. So the political party they believe in, the men they trust in, they vote for, they walk in water, under the rain and sun. They say, let's go to the president. The president say, I'm embarrassed. I can't sleep. Whole day you're just to my house. I know that my house the only place for you to come. You can go different place. You can go hustle. Mr. President. For a few years, just 3 years ago, you were the biggest baker in the country. And your own was so disgraceful to the point that some of us, we kept our mouth on our hands on our mouth. Because we didn't expect that a man who became vice president for a republic that was hugely supported by the international community could not provide for himself, his family in year 13. He goes on Facebook and started doing GoFundMe. And that GoFundMe, it was not about being sick. It was about something that Bwaka will survive on. Today, the man who should be hope for the people, he said, I can't get in. I'm too embarrassed. Look, let me tell you, you know what giving is? Giving is like, let me just, sorry to say, but I just have to say this. Giving, the people who give is like a habit. Those of you who can smoke, those of you who can, drink, those of you who can womanize, those of you who can do this, it's like a habit. When you can give, you can give. When you are a giver, when people go to your house, it brings pleasure to your soul. Even when you do not have, you will send your people there to say, you have made sure these people didn't get something. That's what a good leader would do. And you have to ask yourself, were they baking before I became president? July 26 coming, people confused. They are confused. Nowhere to turn. Everyone is confused in the country. Businesses are not going. The buyers, like people say, are more than the people who, the sellers are more than the people who buy. Bwaka, if you have lived to your campaign promises by providing jobs for the people, and that's why they were lying, they said they provided over 70,000 jobs for the ordinary people. Folks, if by providing 70,000 jobs for the ordinary people, and you know it is good, why can you do it? As a government, as a president, when you know that providing jobs, 70,000 jobs for the ordinary people, the most prudent thing to do is to provide that job than to lie. Because lie is the intentional violation of truth. When you tell somebody, say, my man, you lying. You know what you're telling that person? You're telling the person, say the person know what they're saying, but they won't lie. So sometimes when you're talking to people, tell the person you're speaking out of ignorance. That means the person speaking that the person don't know what they're saying. So the fact here is that the government said that they provided 70,000 jobs in the country. You know what a 70,000 job is for Liberia? 70,000 jobs? If you have provided 70,000 jobs for the ordinary people, people will not be at your doorstep begging you. So you have created that avenue. You have created that avenue. And as a leader, you should not push these people away, far away. As wicked as we used to say Ellen was able to provide jobs for young people, I can recall. You know why she did it? When Mary Brown took responsibility of that? You know why she did it? Because when the people start going to your house, it tells you that you are a failure as a leader. When the citizens start going to your house begging you for food to eat, then you should know that as a president, you are not providing or you are not implementing some of the promises. But you will come to the public and say, oh yes, you have provided 70,000 jobs. So when you know that there's 70,000 jobs that are good thing to do, why can you provide them to lie? Why can you provide them to be lying? Now listen to your president, listen to him. He said he can't sleep. He's embarrassed. He doesn't sleep because the people moving, going to his house continuously. Y'all listen to him. Y'all listen to him before you say I'm creating stories. Y'all listen to him. The same man the other day who said, Liberian people left baking. Like he comes from China. Let's listen to Bwaka. This is Joseph Bwaka, the president. This is the president of the Republic of Liberia. Folks, listen to him. Listen to what he's saying. Y'all listen to him.
Yeah, Private Bwaka. I see all of you clapping and laughing. The small town people have put me in more trouble every day. People coming for school fees because they told the people, if you have private Bwaka, will solve it. So I can't sleep.
Wow.
I see all of you clapping and laughing. The small town people have put me in more trouble every day. People coming for school fees because they told the people, if you have private Bwaka, will solve it. So I can't sleep.
So I do not sleep because you people told the people that when you get problem, Joseph Bwaka will solve it. So the question here is, what did you tell the people during campaign period that you are not going to solve their problem? Bwaka, did you say to Liberians that you are not going to solve their problems? And that is the problem I have with these politicians, that they are not sincere to themselves. They are not sincere to themselves, folks. What are you depending on for this July 26th? What are you depending on for this July 26th is the biggest question. The man who is the president of the country, the man running away from people in the village, people in the capital, people going to his house. Bwaka say he feels embarrassed. He doesn't sleep because citizens can go to his house to ask him for school fees. How shameful it is. How disgraceful it is, folks. Some of us who do not even have money, our small clean money that we get, we can still have pity on people to say, oh, that they won't get, oh, let's share it. Is this what the people voted for? Now, these are some of the things. I'm going to say this, and some of you will say I'm going personal, but I'm going to say this. These are some of the things that allow people, when you reach to a certain stage, you cannot move forward, you get stuck because you are very mean. Giving is an embarrassment to you. And this is one of the problems why Bwaka faced a lot of problems, struggling in life after he became vice president for 12 years. And year 13, Bwaka was baking. He was living on loan. He was asking people to go and do GoFundMe. Folks, there are certain things, whether you like it or not, there are certain things in certain places you reach in life. You get to a certain place, the things you used to do at a particular time, you don't do them again. You don't do them again. And that's the difference between Bwaka and the former president. Folks, whether you like it or not, everybody in this country knows that President Weah is a good man. He found pleasure in doing good for people. He doesn't complain doing good. He doesn't. Because you know why? Giving is a spirit. It's like a habit. Some people, when they don't give, they don't sleep. Some people, they are small thing they get, they will take it and divide it. Mind you, those people, for them to get out of things, it's very hard. And that is why I continue to get, I am not angry because, people have their way to do things. But when people come to you and say, Mr. President, it reached to the place where the people have to go to the president's house, it tells you that things are not normal in the country. You don't need rocket scientists to know that, hey, the people are hungry in the country. When people start going to president's house to be begging for food, begging for school fees, and there are other people who come in defense and say, oh, that the president is supposed to, how they will say, oh, that the president is supposed to come and get the people food because I know that's what you will say. But the same president was baking yesterday. The same president was a baker yesterday after working for 12 unbroken years, making 26,000 in a country like Liberia. Well, when you're making 2,000, everybody say you money man. You get your little car, you get your house, you get your family, your children go to school. Everyone says you money man. Braka makes he was making over 26,000 US dollars. How come he doesn't have water market? How come he doesn't have a business? How come he doesn't have in year 13 and then he's struggling money to go to hospital? What did he do with all those money? At the end of the day, today people go to you and you say, because the people go begging so you can sleep. You know what he's telling you? He's embarrassed. You people go begging Braka, you embarrass him. When President we had Braka here the other day, and Braka Kenya and John the protesters, as we didn't do anything for him, you people were here saying, hey, when you do good, don't go talking in the public. Then you should go ask God. When God was telling the people, the God that made us, repeatedly told the people of Israel, I took you from nowhere, I brought you here. Who can go take some other child from Bangabong County, bring the person into the capital city, send that child to school, do everything for that child? At the end of the day, the child left the house without your consent, or the child is having some things, you go there, the child doesn't listen. Who do not go to the public to go explain that? Some of you say about your wives, your girlfriends, your husband, but it becomes a crime when it comes from George Weah. No. You have to be consistent to discussion. You have to be consistent to discussion. It was President Weah who stood there for Braka, sent 89,000 US dollars. The man who can give 7 people food to his house. The president who was unable to help 27 persons who complaining, who say he can't sleep. Wicked old man. And when we tell you, say the man is heartless, the man is evil, the man is Christ, then you get issue with it. You get issue. You know how many persons President we are help in this country? That he just web a more and go sit down. Nobody know. Nobody know. What kind of president people go beg you for full school fee, then you say you can't sleep, you embarrass? Brother, you are evil. You are too evil. And look, you're going to be disgraced. Because only evil people reject good. And they were here 3, 4, 5 years ago. They were here. Oh, John, we are do good for Braka. It is wrong for him to come talking to the public. And that is the reason I'm asking you people. Some of you, the woman do smart thing. Left your, you go on Facebook, you go explain. I can be seeing y'all. I can be seeing all of you explaining. Some of you were saying, John, it was wrong to come to the public to explain. That feelings, it hurts. When you are there for somebody and that person is ungrateful, it takes pleasure to come to the public to explain. God did it. The God that made us. That's so. When human beings were acting crazy, acting unreasonable. What did God say? He said, I regretted making human beings. But the only person who should not say it, that John we are. When he say it, that becomes crime. Meanwhile, in the same country, people are saying, oh, I have the girl, I have the ball, see how he treated me, see how he did this to me. Why you people hate George Weah? Why? What did he do to you? It's a crime to be good. Yes, today. Yes, today. The person you were defending yesterday. The man say, I can't sleep when people beg me for food. Huh? And now see what Bwaka said, he's going to dance with the devil. What? No, that statement that Bwaka made as a candidate for the Unity Party to say, look, folks, no matter what it takes, I will dance with the devil. Don't take it for joke. Do not take it for joke. And that is why the country is at a time bomb. People cannot find food for their family. As Oliver Kahn would say, people credit every day. Things are getting rampant, out of hands. And Princess will remind you people of being hypocrites. Citizens who do not have food, they went to the president's house. Instead of the president telling his people to take care of those people, he comes, he say, the people then begging me, I can't sleep. Hold on, they're rolling on the bed because they want school fees, they want this. Then the question here is that, Waka, what did you tell them? In 2027, what election day? 2023, what did you tell the people? What did you tell them? Look, sometimes when people say words, it brings in their attitude and their behavior. And if you don't take time, these things will plunge the country. And if you want to agree with that Nigerian pastor, sometimes you want to agree, sometimes you evaluate this discussion and you look at it. You know how many persons George Weah is not president? Small training like how they can call them, Eddie Snowden, dead people then, Representative Kofa then, happy people then going to their houses then. The people joyfully wake up from in their houses, they can't help the people. All men are you president of the country. Where you want reach before you help? You are vice president. You couldn't help yourself. You broke yourself down. How you not go broke? How your life will not be the disgrace? How your life? Look, sometimes you have to make your life an example to the generation. As a president, you come out to the public and say, oh, I can't sleep because people begging me for food. Hey, God, help us. Help us. Help us, folks. Yesterday, it was an embarrassment. It was an embarrassment. Oh, Joe, he can't do good for Baka. He can't do good for Baka. He go to the public. He go tell the public. How many of you in Liberia? How many of you haven't spoken about people ungratefulness to your friends, to your relatives, in your homes, in your county, in your houses? How many of you? President say he can't sleep because people begging him for food. Look, imagine this was some of the people that we know. They will go to the people that they say, look, my man, find the people them food to eat. Let me tell you about, everybody knows the story about Jesus, eh? Jesus, that man he wasn't safe. He wasn't UNICEF to be sharing food. Huh? His job was to bring, things to the world, let people be happy. But every time you have that spirit of giving, care, it's like a habit. When a man who smokes, when he doesn't smoke, he's embarrassed. He's embarrassed. It's just a habit. When you mean the high looking. So Baka's spirit now is embarrassed because the people went to his house, say, Papa, that 20 say, yo, we ain't get food, we get diesel. Now we the one voted for you. Hey, life is give and take. Before I lost track, let me tell you. When Jesus finished healing the people, when he got through healing the people, you know what he did? The people were hungry because he kept them there, preaching the word of God. Then The people, he knew that the people got exhausted. And so he told the disciples, he said the people, then the disciples then said, but let the people go home so they can go eat. He said, no, let them sit down. At the end of the day, Jesus was able to. That's why you find that story. Because every time you gave, something multiply. But Bwaka is very stingy and mean. That's why all the 26,000 US dollars you are making, he got broke, disgraced, and could not pay his hospital bill. And I will continue to say, small children in Edwin Snowden here. They get their businesses, they get their fun, they get their this, they drink it. And somebody will say, Edwin Snowden corrupt. Now, let's agree that Bwaka not corrupt. He's so clean. He's an angel. He's so this. Now, if you are making 26,000 US dollars every month for 12 years, calculate, folks. There is no excuse. You don't have any excuses to say the $26,000 you are making for unbroken 12 years. You cannot do something with it. Even when a willow market said you get it. Even when an airplane kobo, where people used to pour on a head to, and you know that kobo, then what they get and can pour on a head. They put the wrapper on their head, they make it a mountain, they put a part on their head, sometimes they put a pen, they be passing around. That they can call airplane kobo. Even that airplane kobo, as a Bwaka, you should be having something. It took a Josh Weir to help Bwaka to say, Papi, let money go to hospital. Then see the crazy bunch of how do I refer to them? Bunch of come on, I will get their name. I have the name for the Unity Party supporters. I'll get their name. I'm going to recall. Because these are bunch of Barabbas generation. These are bunch of generation of Barabbas. That's how I refer to the Unity Party supporters. You think when you go and choose Bwaka over Weir, you think that bothers me? No. When people go choose Barabbas over Jesus Christ, you think that's supposed to bother me? There is no way in this country somebody can say Bwaka is better than Weir. He has proven it. He has proven it. Bunch of Barabbas generation. The man is me to the extent that he's embarrassed. He say he can't sleep because poor people go begging for food. Who used to be calling Costa here say, how they used to call it? He said, what in land? He used to be saying the thing land, the other thing land, the eagle land, the goat land, the this land. That the same man today saying to people, he's embarrassed. Yes. The man I want to get airplane kobo market to say, oh, he pointing his finger to say, you see that guy was saying that market on here, they part that on that guy here, that my business, they call it Bwaka Enterprise. No way. What did you do with money in Bwaka? If care isn't taken, Bwaka will become president after his time, you'll go broke. That's what meanness can do. Look, let me tell you one story. One guy, he just like to give. He was telling me the story. He just loved to give. He's somebody who really loves to give. So he saw this person and this person passed him. Now, he was incapacitated to help this person. You know what happened to him? Tears started rolling his eyes. Then he turned to his friend. Then his friend said, but what happened? What happened? What's going on? He said, no. I want to help the girl. My heart is telling me to help her, but I don't have it. But I will help her by all costs. One day I will just call her. That feelings, it came to the man. He said, I'm trying. I want to help this girl. He didn't know the girl. They're not friendly. Those kind of people, for them to get broke, is very difficult. Yeah, thank you. Ophelia say, the mega say the ego land. Look, and the people were like begging and they wanting mean. Poor people, 26 coming, people ain't get food to eat. The country hard the rock. They see people who believe in you yesterday. They say, okay, let's go to Bwaka. You think our CDC will get face to go to your house? You think our CDC will get face to go to Bwaka house? Look, what Rawa said, he said, Rawa said he says citizens can be saying a slip up. Eh? They be hungry, they be saying a slip up. And that is why it is important. Those of you who knows on these citizens, then you have to help them. Those of you who have the capacity to do, help them. Help them. Because they are like people who live on the island in this country. The people see them as inferior group of people who do not have the right to the law of the country or any big offices in the country. And these are people who depend on their leaders. And let me say thanks to all of those people. Sometimes they stretch hand to people like Man Sisi. Then, look, I will take time to talk about Man Sisi one day, because Man Sisi is the custodian of modern day politics in this country. And if the government cannot honor this woman, the CDC needs to do. Because by the grace and by the pattern of reality, Man Sisi voice echo. You know what it means? That day when Man Sisi became the voice of the new generation, she should have taken her 180 to go buy food for her children. Man Sisi run on the ring that day to go buy scratch card and put it in her phone. I will tell you this story to speak. And today you see all mothers, people who walking with stake, will get glued to their radio because their voices are being heard. It was the courage of Man Sisi. Because too much, the ordinary people who are in the majority, they were being strangulated by people who think they control the welfare of those people. The only time the people get important, when it comes for election, then they are important. But once those people who they voted are elected, they tell them, man, don't come bring your jean trouser here. Don't come bring your short jean trouser here. Hey, don't bring your rapper here. Man Sisi had her $180 liberty. Wow, her children, her grandchildren were crying. They were crying for recess. Man Sisi took that courage. And that is why I say citizens will not be brave to go to Bwaka House. On that range, she took that courage. She made that call. And when you hear me calling Man Sisi regular caller, that is the courage. And if you can celebrate Bako Matthew today, you should be able to celebrate Man Sisi. Yes, Bako Matthew King, and say no one party politics, let's do it with multi parties. But he was educated. He was educated, and that's the difference. So if you celebrate him today, the new generation, this woman that make the grandmothers can call. Yesterday, it was politicians entering in meetings, board meetings, and say, hey, stay outside. But today, the old man with a rapper, with a t-shirt, people with short trousers will enter in boardroom to discuss Liberia's future. And that is why when you see Man Sisi then calling today, we want her to call courageous woman. A courage for the new generation. She's a courage. Man, Bessie, them following that courage. You know what I mean? You get $180 liberty, no food. But you see your party, you believe in, being strangulated every day the still election. And Man Sisi was tired with that nonsense. And she took her 180 liberty. Today's scratch card is 200. But that time it was 180, 170. She took her 180, ran on the ring, and bought her scratch card and started calling from that day. If the new generation, and so she is the custodian. And any of you who help Man Sisi, your money is not wasted. Because today she can take some, she can make some old man crawl to go vote. She made some people walk in wheelchair. They pull the chair to buy the boxes and they vote. It is because of Man Sisi, the custodian of the new generation of politics. And so if the government cannot honor her party should see it prudent to do it. How many persons do not? Look, the other day I was sitting and Senior Freeman making an analogy on Man Sisi. I gave up. When he thought, then he said, even Man Sisi them. You know what you mean by even Man Sisi them? You know what Simeon Freeman, who is well educated, a businessman, yesterday, retrospect 10 years back, 5, 10 years, 20 years back, who were making references on people like Man City then. They didn't care. But that one day that she took her 180, 170 liberty, and she said something sound, and everyone listened, and it changed the dynamics. And as I was telling you, Robert said, CDC, they can be saying that they're plastic there, they are dead or that. You go tell and say, hey, I get $1 million for you, go vote for me. You fool yourself. The point I'm making here is that people who are part of the Unity Party, who believe in Bwaka, went to his house. He let them down. And he didn't let them down in secret. He came to the public. Folks, he's not Minister of Finance, but he's able to take call. He's able to make a call. And even if he's not making that call, his deputies can make the call. 26, 27 person go to your house as a president. Then you come to the public, you can't complain. Hey, God. Bwaka, you witchcraft. You are a witch. You are heartless. Heartless. You are heartless. And sometimes I want to get disappointed. Look, I can tell you people, whether you like it or not, anybody, look, my system is made up that when I hit you, it means that you don't waff. As one of my friends who is very close to Bwaka, he was telling me, he said, Jeremy, what did Papa do? You just hit the man. The man is very close to Bwaka. And one time I said we were joking, he was with Bwaka, I was calling him to tell him something, and he didn't answer, so I texted. I said, I'm going to call him to greet, what's up? But you're not answering. So he replied me, he said, oh, I'm with the president, but if you want for her to talk, you have to speak to the president first. Then I reply, I said, never. See you later. You can have all the gold, all the diamond, all the this, but when my heart doesn't choose you, it means something. I'm shocked. Look, sometimes you get shocked that people will do certain things to certain people, but it is not to a particular moment. Now, before we go to the telephone line, because we're asking you how the Judah 26, because it is based on the Judah 26 that the people went to Bwaka house. The Judah 26 is closing on. Things are tough in the country. Things are tough. If anyone tells you that Liberia is on the level of enjoyment, anything you want, tell that person, because that person is a liar. Anyone who tells you that, hey, the government doing well, if you want to get hammer to knock it on that person's head, knock it on that person's head, because that person is a liar. Argue in community for, hey, Bwaka that day, Bwaka doing day, Bwaka that good man, day. He can't. He tell the people, say, he can't sleep. He's embarrassed. How low it is. Let me tell you, for me, I like to talk things sincerely. Some of you who monitoring me, you say, Jerome, day. Let me tell you, the place where you used to eat your $60, $40 kobo, some of you in your offices, you on the bus, you in a taxi, you not take care. Today, when they tell you say go eat to that place, you can never go eat there. You know why? Because you have crossed a particular stage in life. Because you have crossed a particular stage in life. You think Bwaka is supposed to be begging after 12 years? You think he's supposed to come back to be begging? 2009, we were at the Army headquarters opposite that place at Crystal. I saw one boy giving his. These are funny. At that time, 2009, I said 1999, I said 2009. The boy used to be working. I think he was working with Omil. Yeah, that man was working with Omeo. And then he was giving the person $40 US. But then it's like the woman was saying that the $40 US is small. So I was just on the fence watching because he had the money in his hand, begging the woman. I said, "Oh, $40 US." They get then the woman, the woman, she won't hold the money. He begged her. The man beg her, talk to her, say, you know, the thing why I expected, I didn't get it. Then later on, you know, when women are certified, when she had the money, I knew that things were not well. So she had the money, and then they all point in the car. So I said, $40. You all go ask Edward Stevens. I said, $40. But Nana, I was saying, what, $40? I'm only telling you that when you reach life in certain stage, there are certain things that you used to do before. You will not do them. When you used to eat $60 food, $40 food, sometimes you grab your food, you eat it anyhow. You reach certain stage, you can do that. Imagine president complaining like this. Imagine the president of the Republic of Liberia complaining like this, my people, that he can't sleep because Liberians, his supporters, they went to him to get food to eat. The man said he doesn't sleep because the people told him that Bwaka will suffer. Suffer where? Look, Bwaka is like a breaking bridge. Anybody who depends on him. I get people, I know people who are depending on the man. The man lied to the people, then he let those people down. I know the man. Look, the man is evil to the extent that he doesn't care. If the man can treat President Weah the way he treated President Weah, if President Weah land on that airport, that means you're not Bwaka again. Hey, God. Why you make some people? No, I don't want to say God made some people wicked. Whether some people were swear, whether that their family link or whatsoever. If somebody who stood there for you, President Weah doesn't control life. He doesn't control life. He's not the one who controls life. Anybody can die anytime. You get money, you can die. Get money, you can die. But when somebody stood for you before, the person was there. There are certain things that you want to do. You say no. Me, when I do something to somebody, you go call the person, I'm listening to you. I'm not going to listen to you. But there's a particular person when you go talk to. They say, talk to the person. You go talk to that person. I don't care a vessel. I don't care. I don't listen to the whole world. I will listen to that particular person. You know why? That's how life is. And that is why always I tell people, I say, you see the life is very easy to live, but human being complicate the life so much that it is just hard to comprehend. You are dying to your hospital, sick. Let's forget about all the money you stole, all the money you had. The last money I can remember Bwaka had around 300,000 that Ellen allowed the Ivorian government to bring to him. When they were doing that 2017 election, it was the last money in cash. The Ivorian government brought the money in suitcase. I'm aware. Then the man, I don't know what the man used to do. Jackie, what? Then the man, you president, when we are laying on the airport, so you won't kill the man? When people say you wicked, your bunch of Barabbas generation, they won't come be talking. I can always tell you people looking at the baby rat. Go look at the baby rat before you can't talk to me. I ain't even concentrating on you. My discussion will always be President Bwaka because he is an obstacle to our country. He is an embarrassment to this state. You say you would have done all. Imagine if the people of this country were to go by what you say. No car will get stuck in 100 days. No child will sell when you become president of this country. Civil service salary will increase. Liberia will be as maybe the US or France. Today, all those things were lies. So folks, how did July 26 is the question. It is tense. The Unity Party folks went to Joseph Bwaka's house to ask the president for school fees and food. And asked the president, for their 26. Let me play what the president said before we open the line for you folks. Hey, Liberia, how did we get here? How did we get here? And you see bunch of Barabbas, they can't be talking all kinds of things. You didn't get time for you people, bunch of Barabbas generation. Then when people say Barabbas more than Jesus, you think it's supposed to worry me? Because I know they're just talking because they want to talk. They don't know what it's saying. So let play what Boaka said, and then we go to the telephone line and open the call. The 26 is here, 2026, July 26. How is it with you? You get any clue? You depending on the Malaria thing, fan? Okay, here is what he said. Oh, you're wait for me. I'm trying to see. Okay.
The small town people have put me in more trouble every day. We're coming for school fee because they told the people if you have private pocket will solve it. So I can't sleep.
Me cat. Yeah, listen to your person.
I see all of you clapping and laughing. The small town people have put me in more trouble every day. We're coming for school fee because they told the people if you have private pocket will solve it. So I can't sleep.
So I just sleep. Zeros. I try to tell the people that kind of thing. Is it good to say, folks? Is it something good to say? Where the president of the Republic of Liberia, let me find the number. I just want to, I know some people already calling, but let me just get the number, and then it will be fair to open the line for other people. Yes. Okay. 0776 104 104. 0776 104 104. That's the number we have for you. And you can also call the second number. Hello?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm okay. The 20 say fine with you.
But brother, every morning, I enter to my study play with and I make water out and I know. This morning, I do what and I make water out and I know. You come in that's we business Louis again. Because they will give back. President, we are done with this coming again. No. President, we are done with this coming again. No.
So you don't get no hope anywhere. You don't have hope anywhere.
I don't get no hope. I get no hope. No hope.
So if you were to grade this July 26, what the percentage?
I do.
Yeah.
Devil. I will get it. Devil.
Zero?
Devil.
Wow. Let's pick up this person. Hello? Hello? Yeah, welcome. Your name and where you calling from? Hello? Oh, come on, you. Let me pick up this person. Hello? Hello? Oh, come on, you. 0776 104 104 is the number. 0776 104 104. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to connect. Oh, man. Hello? Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. My name is Viva Sandy, and this Aqua one. Chicken factory. A proud member of Hotel and Double Justice. I'm listening to you, my brother.
Yeah.
You want to say something?
But I say he's embarrassed or a parent in go begging for Christmas for 20 cents for food. He's saying he's embarrassed, he can't sleep.
I don't care about them that you can't sleep, but I know now we war with all the suffering for me. Even if I can't come to chicken factory today, I would not even go around them to go to the question. It's so sad. With President Waka will be telephone thank you that Facebook is thank you. We learn it from you. Yesterday you were the one that was waiting for people. We learn it from you. And you saw that people you were bringing black bottle. You're not even giving a black bottle. Your people saw even be speaking to your mouth. Not crying. You're not crying.
Okay. Thank you. We'll pick up this other person. Hello. You're welcome. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is
Nico Town, I know the 20 say far with you, my man.
wow. I like what was saying. What's talking? That can I just show you that the party over. That's no partner. What's happening? I'm going to put it in the house. I'm on the other one.
Wow.
No
understanding. No understanding. Wow. Thank you. Hello? A regular caller.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. You said it all for me on the video.
My Sisi.
So, yeah, thank you, my brother. You said it. Although you gave my history, I was just 17 years in Malay living.
Bagu is strong.
No. Yeah, I tell you, Bagu, no. When you were saying I was 17 years, I don't have done nothing for 6 years. But we are hoping to the hospital like people. But anyone there, we put it down. You see, any balloon, say the balloon coming to anybody say, no, we're afraid. But we are here, say, you know, you can say, anyway, say anything. But we're after that kind of job quality. Some people calling me names, I don't care about that. So I got trainees, so they call it that kind of budget of patiently. You know my photo? The day she made me feel so happy. They were from America, you can see me one day, I'm telling you, I give a lot of me on the carpet. And you just said, look, I'm America, you won't see me. Who am I see one who can't go play? Yeah, the boy is going to be laughing. But you didn't see what I say, yeah, they can sit up that book. You know, say, yeah, they can help me. So all the thing I've been doing now for money, for the country. What we were doing, what was supposed to be CDC. So it did not bring me no problem. I'm doing it for my party, I'm doing it for just me.
They will honor you, Masisi. You will demand them to honor you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to demand them to honor me. We'll get ratted for to honor me.
Masisi, the custodian. Hello?
Hello?
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm John calling for Oro.
For Oro, are you surprised that the president, partisans went to his house? He says he's embarrassed. Oh. It's too embarrassing. But let me pick up this person. Hello? You're welcome. Your name and where you calling from? I'm okay. I know that do that 20 say fine with you. Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Because that woman, Joe Baga, and you Baga said, hello?
Yeah, I listen to you.
I knew Joe Baga said 1983.
Huh? That's one down.
Said 1983. When the crop, when they make a crop of the whole year, cannot go. Minister. You understand?
Yeah.
After NGPL headquarters, the partner to
yeah.
So that owner know it's very well. So, you know,
has it changed from the time you used to know him? He used to be very good. He used to share.
That means those tracking because he collected our money. We saw red money. That I never gave it to her yet. That means collected our money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that owner is very nefarious. Very nefarious.
Wow.
Wicked.
Wow. Let's pick up this person who has been on the line for a while. Hello.
Welcome, Andrew.
Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Jimmy Kekula and I'm joining from Burma Motor Community.
Kekula, are you surprised that the United Party partisans went to Bwaka for their 26 and school fees and food? They might say he's embarrassed, he can't sleep.
Andrew, we expected a thing. Yeah, we expected it. The only question I want to ask is that do we have a president or a caretaker?
We have a president. We voted in 2023, and we, the people of this country, elected Joseph Human Bwaka.
I don't think so, man. We have a caretaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much. He doesn't want to accept that we have a president. Hello?
How are you?
Amen. The director said he said for you, I see you booming.
This is one guitar and I'm only so I'm moving. You know, essentially when it gets people getting bad, you will continue to suffer.
Babu.
For me to see drug tolerances, that is tolerances, seriously. Even people that in government, for them to even share with those who on the phone now with them, you know, a lot of friends with these people. And you don't have a little bit of a yearly play that you are playing. Anybody who do the kind of thing, you have a smaller time, now you give. That is thing that, no, you can't learn the kind of thing, you know, in the office. For you, Maggie, at the time, President Germany, we have more president, we have more in the executive. But now, you know how many old they going to for him now?
Yeah.
You know, this is a vision. I'm not saying you let President President Joseph Mabaka, even if you put care over the country to erase real name in the society. Hey, you have to buy the whole over for in the whole world and bring it to Liberia, you have to be something. Because the foundation of the mercy is in the put that it connects with the people. But if I pay burn me, look at what you see on the radio. People coming to me and just saying, hey, Maggie, everybody putting it into the account. 12 years, I mean, for the summer year, for our president, almost 6 years president, for country, then you can say to the people, I say, I will see, I can see, and I do the second hour, really embarrass me.
Thank you. The man said he gets sleep because people breaking in. Hello?
Hello?
Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Alexander, the second of Plumber Proville.
My man, the player I think I reached now is so. But I say he gets sleep on the point of bed.
What?
Well, I say the people breaking into my get sleep. And I say,
yes. Well, the everything is well. Still, but I told you, especially everything been well with us.
Oh,
everything. No, you say that he is that. Still, but I told you, especially that you're well with something else.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Hello.
Yeah.
You asking how the 26, eh?
Yeah, how the 26.
Okay. You remember the song, you know the voice of this thinking? That's one place that. It means that we are empowered to the catching after. Because I think I got to the 26 hours with to.
No, the people went to Bwaka say he gets sleep in Paris. The people
went to Bwaka and instead of facing that canal, go to the bridge. I can't remember the open up place.
Oh, my man, the man talking the thing that you say nobody went to the man. Hello, yeah. Hello?
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
I came up to you in the afternoon.
Okay.
One nation is going to have to be for you will not be required to for.
Papa, are you surprised that? Are you surprised that his? Are you surprised? Are you surprised that Bwaka will tell his partisans that he's embarrassed that they're begging him for food and school fees?
He can do it. Now get shot to go to sell it to Fulham that going on there. Then me, the people are staying here for 1 year. The pocket is getting power. If we are putting one person on and go that the person will get somebody's school fee. That person can't get nobody's school fee. The person are back, you know, like devil damn it. That devil the poor country.
Okay, let me pick up this person and go. We have our second segment coming up. But let me pick up this person. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, welcome. Go ahead.
My name is Anthony Dennis, commonly known as General Jabe Lopo.
Okay. How the 20 were you? How the 20 were you?
Get all my God, thank you in Jesus' name.
Okay.
You know, I don't blame the party. I blame the Liberian
Yeah.
All of 100% of our population, it is some of percent still illiterate. They don't know what is good for them. That was suffer the country. But if I don't think if our people are educated many things, they think people to the bracket and they don't vote for them. Look at the age first. The man is very old. The man to us he prefer to dance with the devil. That was just we are local and say, if the patriots will be a peaceful person telling us he prefer to dance with the devil, I can't be part of it. I prefer giving the country to him because I don't want my people to die. I don't want my people to die because we have become be president. It's not because he must be a president, so Liberia must die. But if we not get nothing to do with that, the legacy more than 1 million people die, they care less about that. They only want our power because they think they associate themselves with attitude and need their kind of dealing and call for. They may say, when you don't win the presidency, there will be the end of Liberia. Look at something now. World best, European best, and African best, head of state. That we are. Again with the man tattoo. Tell you, world best, E, African best, E, European best, each head of state. You want for the man to destroy that character because you want to become a president of this country? He can't do that.
He can't do that.
Too blessed.
He is too blessed. Let's pick up this person. We'll pick up 2 or 3 more and then go to our second segment.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. And I know the 26 is very good for you under the rescue government.
What the 26 good, my brother? What the 26 good? The country is hard. They know that the rescue government know the country is hard. They know people suffering. They want the ticket that they will use the quote to stimulate what they will use tear gas that they will scale up. I want to say that in Liberia, as my sister said on the Russian Massacre, we are calling the Liberia. Those are helping the break down. Those are showing the sort of mind. Those are fighting the death for joy. Those are suffering in the country. If you enjoy one of Waka or the way Waka police, you say hard tear gas and tell your joy enjoy if you are enjoying. They must stay good tomorrow. We will come out to go and speak to most of the petition our government that the government are considering running the drugs that they are bringing because they use the drug because of power. Then the president independent investigation come and investigate the drug matter. The government will not investigate their set that the mission will get in the street tomorrow. They will come out. We will be there will not be a fair. You will just sharpen your work and your thing. I know you will kill tomorrow. You will not able to kill. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's pick up this person on this line. Hello.
Thank you very much, Auntie brother Adu.
Yeah.
Also to the hardworking family of the great figure of the family.
Go ahead.
For the recognition for the public, I'm Pocat Robert. And I join you this evening for our unknown destinations.
Pocat, you better enjoy the 26 here. The way you relax, and let Pocat doing it for you.
Well, I do get
Well,
anyway, you say no the opposite side. I like the way you are treating the opposite view. I do, and now my body, my heart is very timbering. How to tell Brakala tomorrow he must get more than 10,000 prison for us. I was sitting when I see my brother going to stop me today for the Basakwe. The people accused us, we are killing 3 prison girls. Nobody arrested Baka. The people accused we are 16 billion. Nobody arrested Baka and level 4 kids. Today, our brother said alleged, you have been arrested and simultaneously they transferred to what? To messenger prison. But you think at the end, brother? You think they will be the end? Brother, this morning I will tell you what. They have president here before you. They have president here before you were born. But why are no president? They are no more. You think they want to get 2 more again? Even scare up? Watch up tomorrow, brother. You will left for the graduate woman. I can tell you guys, your heart is dead big. Article 1 will be executed tomorrow in 4 years. Article 1, the power in the people is more than the fools are in power. The power in the people will be executed tomorrow in 4 years. I said for you, I'll do my price. I don't want to talk much.
Okay.
At least tomorrow will be the time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me pick up my final caller on this final segment. Hello.
Good evening, Ajay.
You're welcome. Go ahead. Gabriel, walk away from the radio. Move a bit further, and you can be clear. Go ahead.
You remember me, right?
Yeah, you. Gabriel Yomo, go ahead. Hey, Gabriel. Bagu.
The president is very good in terms of commentary. Yeah, the message I leave it with them. There's a new war, so they don't have to. And now all of them are so when I get I can't believe the answer big questions. Which one of them are we into?
2026.
Which one of them are we into?
2027.
How many left will be left?
Will be left 28, 29.
All right, thank you.
Gabriel Yomo. Let's pick up this final caller. Hello?
Yeah. Good evening, afternoon.
My man, how you speaking serious? So then the question they don't say relevant or you.
What is fancy fun?
But you speaking serious.
Okay. But no delay. One left there. So it will be good by the grace of God. But now, the intervention of the government.
Okay.
Deputy Slabber calling for the reduced figure district number 11.
No, I want to ask you one question. I want to say something first. Are you surprised that Joseph Boakai said that he's embarrassed? He doesn't sleep because the Unity Party partisans keep going to his house for school fees, food, and 26.
No, me tell you, Boakai is not a family figure. Because any fellow now work in the morning, instead of finding solution to your table, they say, then you are not follow. You are not going to be complaining at the president of the state. The country have budget, our taxpayer money in the law, you have budget to help other people that can't even as they did.
Hello?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say, my point this evening is whatsoever anything quickly, anything good will come out tomorrow tell the whole world 14-year war fought in the country, our capability no boy, one important, our capability have boy. But tell the whole world that Liberia has become just a point of Johnson, brother who preached against George yesterday. Or come tomorrow will say our law has been broken down by the 22-year experienced president. We don't expect all the things, but we'll come tomorrow. No matter intimidation or fear, we're never to stay away. We are coming.
Okay. Finally.
Yes, hi.
Go ahead. My best, go ahead.
Yes. Thank you for Sisi. I will call you today.
Yeah.
I just say yes, well, call it over radio. I don't know how to die in the number. So what do I say? I beg you, my girl. I won't be calling over here. Give me the number. I give me boss. We have a boy. I say number. They are calling one. So they can't get it. But say I didn't say yes today. So that I won't get it. That's the one because all I do not say again. We got it politics. They go to Baga. The Friday. Baga goes to the way. He said, I'm like baking. Anywhere they baking. Anywhere they go, they baking. Whole day, baking. Now, Baga, I will tell you from. That you don't have to work for it. That they work for the go to for school fee. That is rescue. That is what I vote for me. I even see how was if see what I say that I mean that. You don't go community. They say president faithful. That is divided. The community one. Why that correct? 3% if I have that correct. What do you apple bottle? 3% divided. They let me. They don't work for person for it. Policy for it. They wait for the who people it is a fact. They not a me.
Thank you.
Yeah, me. They just say that before he die. He said let me. That you could come for our power. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom Bessie. And Mom Bessie says, see, Man Sisi, she's the general for them. And, Man Sisi, you got to You pay me 300,000 US for the promotion because I seen what James wrote. He said, Man City, by the grace of God, when I get to Liberia, I will look for you. Everything Ajerun said about you is 100% true. You are the gateway to politics for all our native mothers. Yeah, and that is the reality. Man City, you have to pay me 300,000 US. Oh, ha. No, man, Bene. No money, Bene. No, man, Bene is out. But folks, something. This is our second segment where we have to go and talk in it. A lot of things, it was just better that Bwaka just stay off out of this politics. So, Josiah Joker, the man who at one point said President Weah can never be his president, he's one of those persons who orchestrated the removal of hundreds of Liberians, or I'm going to say thousands of Liberians, from their offices since the Unity Party government came into power. Few weeks or 2 months or a month ago, trying to be precise, Thomas Fowler, who has said he doesn't see clue in the Unity Party government, or he cannot join the Unity Party, but he prefers supporting Joseph Boakai. He was having a program to show a political strength to Boakai and the Unity Party, including their partisans and supporters. He wore Nimbo T-shirt. Honor the laws of our governance. The law says that an appointed official should not participate in any political events. Don't go there. Once the president appoint you, or whoever appointed you, when the people having their political rallies, don't be part of it. So there were people who, from the Senate, the elders, they happen now because I call them elders, decided to look into this entire issue. And at the end of the day, they found out that Joker crossed a red line. So Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights, Claims, Petitions, recommends CSA bus, Civil Service Agency, all of the government workers, the office you can pass through before you go where in government, the people that are responsible, that office they can call CSA. The senator then recommend for President Boakai to suspend Josiah Joker for participating in a political rally. Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights, Claims, Petition recommends CSA bus suspended or removed over attending political rally. The Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights, Claims, and Petitions has recommended to plenary to officially communicate with President Boakai to remove or suspend CSA Director Josiah Joker from his position for attending Thomas Fowler's political program. The Senate has placed the report on plenary. But let's take a break.
Freedom Hub, a 2 hours informative forum where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
The same allegation of corruption, there are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment?
Freedom Hall.
Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you people.
What's that? And I see on say we the market here say na. We mo ta ko le ba. Go running behind
Mr. Rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience, but why you for us? So why the rest now stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can't hold. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people, I hate to say you not love. Mr. Rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's so yama 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 yama. I will have drama 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 drama. We try to leave you all sama 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 sama. One question, that who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. Your experience, but why you for us? So why the rest now stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can't hold. No opportunity for the youth.
From people. What's that? And I see on say we the market here say na. We mo ta ko le ba. Go running behind
Mr. Rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience, but why you for us? So why the rest now stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can't hold. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people, I hate to say you not love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. say we not seeing chinches. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now when they die for the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now when they die for the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you.
Oh, you came to rescue. What a song. Okay, folks. We are here once again. So that's the talking point of our second segment. I'm so scared, and I don't believe that this particular government, under the leadership of President Bouaka, is capable of taking this particular decision. And I don't know what would be the response of the senators recommending the suspension of an official of the Unity Party, or because he participated in a political, rally by another government official. So come to think of it, I'm wondering if Thomas Fala, anyway, they say appointed position. Okay, so appointed position. So do you believe that Bouaka will have the courage to take the decision against Josiah Joker? As a matter of fact, this Josiah Joker man is one of those persons who been taking decisions firing Liberians only because they do not support the agenda of the Unity Party. That's their crime. That's their crime. The only crime those people committed to lose their jobs is by they do not support the Unity Party. So now it is obvious that the Unity Party folks turned the government into what we call personal property. It's the fund of Bouaka. It's the company of the party. So once you do not support the agenda of the party, they will lay you off. You can have your last master degree, that level you and your family. And now what took place yesterday, the senators are not saying, what they say, remove the man or suspend. And I don't know why their decision will not be definite. Is it like what the law says? What the law says. It's a lenient punishment from the lawmakers to say, oh, let us take this first step and see how it goes. When the law says Mr. X will be suspended, suspend. When the law says Mr. X should be sacked, fire the man. Remove the man, and that's how people build country. Countries are not built because of political alignment. No. I'm still scared. Look, I do not believe Bouaka is capable of taking this decision. Trust me. I don't believe. And I don't think it's going to happen. I don't believe it. He doesn't have that courage. Look, we have a president who is not capable of taking a decision on his own. And that's why you see all the funny things are happening. The president sits, people come in his office, use the president's signature. Imagine the president tells somebody, "My man, sign nothing for me." That's how the presidency looks. Oh, he sits in a chair and say, "Okay, sign it for me." The man now forged the president's signature so many times. Some of the appointments you see in government, Bouaka doesn't know about them. And once it gets to the public, It's the oil in the public, let leave it. So for me, like I said, I just do not believe that Bouaka will suspend. And I don't know why these things are always happening on the Unity Party regime. It's like they just have one pattern of governance. The same thing happened with Mary Boyer, and then Ellen had to say, go there as acting. Yeah, the city, the city hall, city mayor, the lawmakers say they don't trust her, they don't want to work with her. Ellen said, go there as acting. Saying they won't work with you, they won't work with you, they'll work with you by force. And that's, when the government decides to run a country in this form and manner, where the president is violating all the laws. And I don't know, it is because of old age. You want old man just sit in the middle of people who are able to control him. They're just doing things. Yeah, the country is just, I don't know. I just don't even know how to say it. I don't know how to say it, folks. So I don't know if you trust the president so we can open the line so more person can call. You think Bouaka is going to take this decision on Josiah Joker? And I don't know why the Senate didn't just say, oh, you're sack the man. Because the man violated the law. That's what the law says. And I don't know whether they have the sense that laws build country. I just don't know. Most of the things that are happening on this government, it's just sickling, shame. That's not something that you can defend. Yeah, folks. I don't trust them. I don't trust Bouaka. I don't trust him for anything. But if you trust him, let's hear from you. We have less than 10 minutes to be here. Let us hear from you. You think Bouaka will take that decision to suspend the man who has sent many Liberians home? He was one of those persons, including the police director, responsible as well, to have sent all of those Liberians from the Ministry of Transport. And that is corruption, because when the people are not working, why you should be paying them? Why you should be paying them? And nowhere in the world, nowhere, whether you like it or not, nowhere in the world somebody is supposed to wait for 30 days for their salary. And that's why in our society we get it. What you tell good at what the good will eat. The people have to send their children to school, pay their children way. They have to be waiting for 30 days. They kind of system where you have to wait for 30 days before somebody pay you. And sometimes it goes beyond the days. How do you expect those citizens to survive? Josiah Joker put in law and say, anybody who, when you see corruption, you go there complete, they must sack you. You think Bouaka able to take decision on that man? You think? Well, that's the question. Let that go to the line. That's the question. You think you trust your government you voted for? They say Bouaka hate corruption. Bouaka do that. Bouaka do that. You think he able? I don't want to waste my time on it, so let me give it to you people. Let me give it to you people. Hello? Yeah, I'm okay.
Hey, you see the legislature do not have credit again. They were there when the IG of police insulted one of his colleagues. What the President Pro Tempore said that I give the man, please give the man the apologize to the man. Is this the time they see to recognize somebody's suspension or removal? At that time, that man was to be removed. Immediately when he insulted, when the people were in session, and he insulted one of their colleagues, the insult to everybody.
Now different man.
I know, I'm not doing recommending.
Yeah.
The same Senate committee recommending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the IG. You said that in all of them present.
So you don't trust that Bwaka will take this decision? You don't trust?
Huh?
You don't trust that Bwaka will suspend the CSA?
He will not do it. He will not do it. He will not do it. But Bwaka will not do it.
Why do you think so?
Bwaka will not do it. Huh?
Okay. He said Bwaka will not. Hello?
Welcome, you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And leave us standing in the appointment of chicken back a grand number of concerns and for justice. Until President Bala can prove it wrong, but it will not happen. And in fact, the Senate did not go well. The Senate non-standing, but even children, when the children are up, we have said that has to be sort of behaved. But still, asking, well, no, the Senate not go well. It's written. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Welcome. The senators have recommended the removal or suspension of Josiah Joka, the CSA boss. You think Bwaka will take that decision?
No, Bwaka will not take that decision. So I tell you, go and relax.
Why?
Bwaka will never start that.
Why you think so?
Huh?
Why you think Bwaka will not take that decision?
It happened before, not the first time. And not the first time, even in the past government, it happened. Both people were against the politician. Yeah.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Actually.
Yeah.
Hello. We went to our charges, let's not on radio. My name is Veteran Arjun, let me just thank you for talking for us discussing this after me. You see, when we talk about the dishonesty of this government, and you clearly stated it. Yesterday, today, where's Aman Galasco? Because Aman Galasco attended the Liberty Party program, and she lost her job. So, on the was said it. And I mean, let me appreciate them for them pointing that to the questioning. So it's important that the students in law for them to exercise their responsibility to see you get that. That doesn't be done. Let you not to leave a job. That's the work and put them in the
You believe Bwaka can take that decision?
If he doesn't, then people will speak to the Bible, put them on the line, October 10th. Thank you so kindly, my dear brother.
Okay. Hello? Yeah, Nima, what you calling from? You have to move a bit from the radio.
I'm driving around monitor the radio as well.
Huh?
Okay, is it better now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you're speaking with Perry.
Yeah, go ahead, Perry.
Yeah, so I don't want us to hear our heel over this matter. The fact remains very clear that the president will not make that decision. This is the Senate own way of gesturing out to the Nigerian people that they are doing their work. But the executive, most especially the president, to take that decision, brother, the judge should win. So I don't want us to hear our leader just leave it. Look out will remain where he is.
And going to open room for many workers or officials to behave against the law. But hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Prince Lando calling from Catholic Boulevard.
Let's hear you.
I'm going to President Barakian that man. They say that and they go for the other president. They get for that. I want to block.
But why I don't trust that government? Hello? Hello? Okay. Why everybody do not trust Bwaka, their government? The Senate took the decision. And it left now with the president to suspend. But everybody just saying the president doesn't have that guts to oh, wow. Hello? Yeah?
Hello?
Yeah?
I'm not the local from consent.
The man who, yeah.
That person, he can't parliament that fast. And I was saying, the president put him on point, the house been kicking up, but you will not do it. Literally, they don't poverty, he not suspend it. Now they will suspend, he can't do it. You know what they can do? They can keep doing it for a job. They can say, say what's our line go, they'll pay our people pulling our pocket, and I may put it also. They can't do it. They don't try to put a wicked man.
Wow. And Joseph Weah Waka doesn't respect the Supreme Court. He doesn't respect the Supreme Court's rules that the senators are going to respect. Wow. But pick up this person. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
This woman is going to be a respecter of the law. This man can disrespect the Supreme Court. Who you think this man would not respect the Senate? He would respect the Senate. And it's a challenge to the Senate. I know what I say is with that.
But the president has some agenda. When he doesn't listen, the people too will not work with him.
Walker will not get down for that Senate. So if you with the Senate, Walker say, I even with them. I know what the man told her when he came. He really will all and the Senate. The man is not a respecter of law. Wow. He has broken all of the law in this country. And we know. So thank you very much.
Okay. Let's pick up Timo. Hello?
Yeah. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, well, my name is Mohammed from Junior. Well, apart from a global candidate, I'm a member of the Council of for Justice. Well, you know, sometimes I bring people really about making this campaign that is, heartless to be president. Yesterday, we told the Liberia people this man is not able to do this job. And one of the Liberia people wrote on our t-shirt, we agree. Liberia people, we said yesterday, they said they agree. So now, they agree. I want the brother is showing them. You see what he did to them? Somebody go to you, somebody go to you to your house for something, getting a person cheat, telling us for that, shocking at that. It's very shameful to Liberia people, but we ourselves deserve this because we allow ourselves to with the people manipulated our brain, and we went behind the brother and we made the brother president. So the brother is this team. So we blame ourselves. So thank you for the discussion.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, folks, we taking our regular weekend break. Today is Thursday, but our young chief Oliver Khan and our lovely princess will be here next week on Monday. Enjoy your Independence week. We stay in it. We're moving and continue with. Next week will be. I'd like to say thank you, Anthony Stevens. I want to talk about Anthony Stevens. Was here and he will be here. Thank you so much. This is how I go home. My name is Al Jerome Roosevelt. Thank you.
People come and pay. I swear. I'm a winner EPA with me. The song I want me and they get it wrong. What's more like edition is for free bowl. What's that?